Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cinnamon Stitches. I'm your yarn host, Jennifer, and I'm going to take my phone out of my pocket and turn the ringer off, because we just know how that has been going lately. Alright, today I have an unboxing, but it's not normal yarn content. I have been waiting on this package forever. Now, I'm going to tell you, this is going to have to do with homeschooling. It's going to have to do with homeschooling supplies. It's not just homeschool, okay? This is planning supplies for the most part, with a little bit of school supplies mixed in. Now, if you need to plan because you have a ton of doctor's appointments, you might want to tune in. You might not. If you have zero strength in your arms like me, you might need to call for help in a minute. Alright, I got the box popped. Alright. Happy Planner. I totally lost my brain. Did you see that? Like, it totally stalled. Happy Planner has had a clearance sale going on. I don't know if it's still going on because I ordered this weeks ago. And I have mentioned on the channel that I ordered it weeks ago. I've been waiting for it to ship and waiting for it to ship and waiting for it to ship. I've never had to wait this long for a Happy Planner box or package of any sorts. And I have quite a bit of Happy Planner materials. I tend to only buy Happy Planner when it's on clearance because Happy Planner is ridiculously overpriced. Okay? I got introduced to Happy Planner, I want to say 3 or 4 years ago, from one of my subscribers, Quinnell. Quinnell sent me my very first Happy Planner, and I'm going to be real honest, I was not sure I was going to use it. I am not real good with keeping track of things long term. Like, I will start off the year, like January to maybe March. I will go head first into the planning, and I will do all the planning things and everything. I write down and then as the year fades on, specifically in the summer months, my brain gets frazzled because there is no rhyme or reason to anything because the kids are home from school. Although this year, that's going to be different. But everything goes out the window in summertime because there's a lot of last minute, hey, let's go here. Hey, let's spend the day here. Hey, let's go camping at the last second. You know, there's a lot of that going on in the summertime. Like I said, this doesn't have to be, I don't know why that's half wrapped in bubble wrap that I can't really get off. Alright, I need a garbage in here. Some of this stuff you might find useful if you, like I said, you have a lot of doctor's appointments, you want to keep track of everything. If you're an analog person like I am, I have to write it down on paper. My phone does not help me. I hate digital calendars. I hate digital planning. I don't take digital notes. I am very much a paper and a pen kind of person, okay? That's how I do everything. This might help you. If you have kids at home and you need to keep track of, like, baseball, football, ballet stuff, like, whatever, this might help you. If you run a YouTube channel and you want to be more organized on your YouTube channel, some of this might help you. Some of it is just good plain sticker fun if you like playing with stickers. I really love the Happy Planner stuff because they go hardcore with the Disney, and if you know nothing about me, I am a Disney girl, okay? One of my screen names for my personal accounts is actually Disney Girl, so if you know, you know. This is a box mostly of Disney planning and school type stuff. Most of this is for the homeschooling aspect that we are starting September 3rd. Welcome home. You came to go to work with Mama? It's a good boy. Oh, you were sunning. It's nice and warm on your fur, huh? Just a good boy. Oh, you want a kiss? Thank you. Are you going to bed? Or are you going to stay there? You want to see what's in the box? I had to look and see if y'all can see him. I'm trying to pull up my receipt because I got really good deals on some of this stuff. I'm going to give you an idea of what regular price was and the plan, or the plan, yeah. The prices that I got these for Okay, according to today, Monday, August 26th in my world, they still have a ton of stuff, including Bridgerton, on clearance. Let me look for my receipt. Let's see if I actually start it. Juju? Yeah. Did you see Brittany Broski shipped?
Oh, yeah, I just did.
She asked for her birthday. Brittany Broski is a YouTuber here on the YouTubes, okay? My daughter is obsessed with Brittany Broski. Obsessed. And she was talking to her boyfriend, and she was talking about Brittany Broski, and she's all, oh, you know who Brittany Broski is? He's all, yeah, I'm basically dating her. And I laughed. Because if you don't know who Brittany Broski is, she's very crass. She's funny in a way that my daughter likes to watch. I am not as interested in... I don't see anything wrong with Brittany Broski, but my daughter is, like, obsessed with her. I don't know, like, she got a girl crush on her or what, but she loves Brittany. Like, it's all she talks about. And so, all she wanted for her 19th birthday, which was in June, was Brittany Broski's mumuu, which I wouldn't be caught dead in. And her slippers. And so I ordered them for her. They were expensive. And it was a pre-order type thing. And so the Brittany Broski gear is finally shipped. She's been nagging me for 3 weeks. Like, has it shipped yet? Has it shipped yet? Has it shipped yet? No, baby, I'll let you know when it ships. And this morning I woke up and we got notification that Brittany Broski has shipped. So if Brittany Broski happens upon this channel, can you please give Juju a shout out? She will die. Because I'm going to tag the hell out of Brittany Broski. I'm going to be like, listen, my daughter loves you, okay? Every day she watches you, sometimes for hours, while scrolling her phone watching you. I think what drew Juju to Brittany Broski is, Brittany Broski has stomach issues, Juju has stomach issues, and Juju thinks a lot of the humor that Brittany Broski brings to the stomach issues helps her to process the fact that she has really bad stomach issues. And for me and Juju, like, we have determined we are allergic to gluten and it makes us sick. But I think she relates a lot to what Brittany Broski says, and she just, like, idolizes Brittany Broski. She also, like, Brittany Broski is obsessed with Pedro Pascal, so is Juju. And Juju's boyfriend actually teases her because Pedro Pascal's in his 50s, I think, and Juju's 19, and he says that she likes old guys. Pedro Pascal is beautiful. I don't even care, okay? Alright, so let's see. Back to the gear. Sorry, like, we totally, like, veered off. This is actually really well made. This is a dry erase board. It's like a tabletop dry erase board. And this was $4. And it is, like, it is heavy. And I don't know what the regular price is, because this is not showing me the regular price on this, but a lot of this stuff was like 60 to 90% off. So I'm just going to say $4 was a good deal, because this would be $10 at, like, Michael's. It's just a little dry erase board for the desk. Look at it, it's got a little... That's cute. Let's see if the pen works. Cinnamon stitches. Y'all can see how bad my penmanship is. Isn't that cute? Oh, we gotta put the little heart. Boop. $4. So that's gonna come in handy, and then the erasers on the pen. It doesn't erase real great, but we'll get some dry erase wipes. The pen stinks. My niece turned me on because she turned me on. That sounded really weird. My niece turned me on to the dry erase wipes, which I've never heard of, because she's gonna be a teacher next year. And then we got, these look like they have been warped a little bit. That's why they were on clearance. These are the Happy Planner Big, so they're for the big Happy Planner has different planners. So they have the big planner with big squares. It has, I don't know, the vertical. They have all different kinds. So these are like 20 some dollars everywhere. This one is, come give me a kiss. This is the Sunny Mini. This was $10, so it was 50% off. He's just gonna come right back in.
All right.
Love you.
Love you.
Drive safe. So this is Mini. What did I say? Sunny Mini. Minnie is not at all my favorite character. But these are the bigger stickers for the bigger planner. And, oh, so Sunny Mini is a teacher pack. That's why I got it. So it's teacher stickers. Teacher themed stickers. And even though I don't pretend to be a teacher. I'm a homeschool teacher. I run my own school. And we're just going to call it that. So, super cute stickers. And they're teacher themed. That's why I got that one. Because this whole box is meant to be a planner and a notebook for me to keep track of homeschool stuff. And then I got, these are sticker pads. It just says sticker pad. This was, is it not? This was $3. I'm gonna have to cut the sides because they tape everything close so that the stickers don't get bent or anything like that. Now I got cinnamon stitches stuck in my head. Cinnamon stitches. And I swear that's the beat to a TV show from the 80s. Cinnamon stitches. So these are just important. So you can make little checklists. You've got this, girl. Get it, get it. Get it, get it. Create your own sunshine. I like these stickers so that I can put notes on the pages of the planner. So I can be like, hey, I need to do this, this, and this on this day. Or, hey, and it makes a bigger sticker so that you take notice that this needs to be taken care of. You need to record a video today. You need to edit and upload today. You need to make sure you do the members video. These things all have to be written down or I will forget because my ADHD brain is all over the place. I have to write down that I have doctor's appointments coming up. I have to write down that I have an eye doctor appointment coming up. I need to write down that my prescriptions need to be filled. I need to write down the first day of college for my daughter to make sure she's actually doing what she needs to do. Or, like, you know, all the stuff that we have planned. Like, we're going out of town this day. There's a lot. Or Mr. Cinnamon has to go out of town for work on this day. Like, there's a lot that goes into my planner. A lot. Some days it is filled to the brim. And other days, there's a couple of things. And then I fill it with stickers and make myself feel happy. Because, like, I played with stickers. Because I'm still childlike. Alright, this is a planner accessory pack. This is also a teacher thing. So this says teacher, floral love of learning, big teacher accessory pack. This was $4. Wrong dog. Why are you in here, Oreo? I had to change my battery already. It's redonkulous. These brand new batteries I just bought from Amazon are worse than the last ones. Like, they do not work. They die so quick. Alright, so what is an accessory pack, you ask? Alright, so the planners have these spiral things, so you literally can take pages out and clip new ones in without doing anything spectacular. And it's not like the binder rings where they pop open or like sometimes they get misaligned and like your papers fall out. It's not like none of that. Oh, I see Ursula. Woo, I'm excited. I forgot which one I got. This has Ursula on it. Oreo, if you don't stop popping that door. Lay down. Bad girl. Alright, so this has the stuff so you could pop it in. This is, because it's teacher themed, this has a lot more checklists on it, which I need in my life. A lot of the stickers have like the 1, 2, and 3 checklists, and a lot of times at the beginning of the week, I have like 15 things to do during the week, and I need the longer checklist, so I like this. So it says check it off, take note, and then 1, 2, 3 highlight. Now Bentley's gonna pop the door. And both sides of these are the same. And these just clip right in. They just clip right, like, it's so easy. You literally just open the page you want to put them in and push down, and they connect. And then this is like a little pocket folder that clips in. These are my favorite, okay? I'll show you on my actual planner. By the way, happy Tuesday tea. We're just drinking blue water with the side of Motrin. Alright. So if you look here, see this tab here? This is just one of these. I use them to keep track of what the day is so that I can very easily flip to that page. It's just a divider. And as you can see, this is a week where there's not a lot written in it because this is where I got sick. And I actually need to switch to... Now it's the week of the 26th. And see, these just pop right in. You just literally lay it along the thing and push. And the paper's the same way. It just connects so super easy. Ridiculously easy. This is my this year planner. Of course, all of my planners are Disney because I love Disney. And then I get sad when it's done with because then I, you know, oh, I used that one up. So we got the divider. I predict Little Man joining us in a minute just because I just feel like that's what he's going to do. He was very excited about what's in this box. And then last but not least, there's 2 piddly little sticker sheets in here, which honestly look like they were ripped out of another planner sticker book that I have. So put that over there. Where's the folder? All right, now we're getting down to the heavy stuff. What do I do with my phone? You know what? I'm gonna dump this and I'm gonna use this box as a garbage box. Yep, can't lift 2 at once. Alright. Garbage. 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 This is new, this is new. That's garbage. Alright, we're on our way. Let me open my my thing back up. Now, I ordered myself a new planner for next year. I actually have a stack of undated planners, so I didn't actually need them. But the prices I could not pass up. These big planners retail for $30 to $40, okay? Which is expensive. I paid $6.99 for one of them. $13.99 for the Villains one that I showed you. And then I paid $9 and $8 for notebooks. Okay? And the notebooks are usually like $20, $25. Alright, so what did we order? It's all Disney. Because that's a Disney. I love Disney. I love everything Disney. I got a real problem, okay? Disney is one of my many hyperfixations. This one is Disney Snow White Happy Planner. This is the big vertical layout. It's 12 months and it's undated, which is the most important thing. If you're going to buy a clearanced out planner, you can buy refill pages. You absolutely can. But look for the undated ones first. It will say so right here. Because then you can write your own months in. And you can start it like in September for school. Because it's not Doesn't start in January. And you will have it for however long you need it. All right. Get rid of that. I'm going to get rid of the outer thing so I can show you how pretty this is. Now, I like Snow White. She's probably one of the only princesses I actually like besides Jasmine. And I told you guys the story about why I like Jasmine. Because, you know, Aladdin came out at a pivotal time in my life when I was a teenager. And I really liked the Aladdin movie growing up. And I didn't understand why I liked it so much. And then when I met Mr. Cinnamon, he's basically Aladdin. He came and rescued me from my... I wasn't in a palace. I was pretty much in a jail. But I was not in an actual jail. Like, the house I lived in felt like jail. I've never been in handcuffs with the police. So, Snow White is the first, she's the original Disney princess. She's also the first full-length talking cartoon that has ever been created. So, there's magic in Snow White. And I just think this is so pretty. I love the colors. I love the way it looks. I think it's beautiful. And if you don't know, when Juju was a little girl, she was Snow White for Halloween one year. And it comes with, these are dated month stickers, but I have a ton of those, so I'm not going to probably use those. Isn't that pretty? They love to keep everything wrapped up so none of these pages get bent. That's another thing I like is their packaging. I mean, it's a little excessive, but... Look at the colors on this beautiful planner. So this is going to be my teacher, I think this one's going to be my teaching planner. I'm almost positive of that because there's like apples and stuff in here. And if that's not teachery, I don't know what is. So this is the big planner. This is the first planner I ever had was this style. And I like to write in these. And I generally will do work on the first line, school stuff on the second line for my regular planner, and then like appointments and everything else on the bottom section. But because this is for school, I'm going to write like subjects that he has to study for the day. And the curriculum that I paid for is like an online program curriculum. It plans out all of his lessons for the year. And I just have to make sure, because I am not just doing that curriculum for him. I know that my child is very intelligent and I'm going to challenge him. I'm going to push him, but I'm not going to push him in subjects he doesn't like. I'm going to push him with the subjects he enjoys doing so that I'm not fighting him. And who the heck, like there are some subjects that they push on you. Like for me, it was history. They pushed history on me, and I'm never going to grow up and study history as an adult, like going and seeing the battlefield and seeing actual historical landmarks. That's fascinating to me. I like being where people were at and learning the history of the place. But reading it in a book was torture to my brain. And I'm not going to do that to him with homeschooling. He's going to learn all the subjects he needs to learn, but we are going to push past the basic curriculum for, like, he likes science. So I'm going to buy him a science workbook to go along with the science curriculum that's on the computer. And then, you know, he is really interested in technology. So even though that is not a required subject of study, he is going to be taking computer classes the entire length of his thing. And I've already looked into, there's a place near us that offers coding and robotics. So, yeah. We're gonna have a good year. We're gonna have a good year. Always be you. See, so the apple theme kind of goes with the school theme, and because there's lots of room to write in here, and because I bought the teacher things that go with it, look at the colors and the graphics. Be a gem. I just love this. It's so pretty. And the fact that it was clearanced out for such a good deal makes me happy. Now I got another planner that is also undated, that is also Snow White. And I have two planners simultaneously. I do one planner for budgeting. So I have a budget planner always. And I don't generally show that to you because my money is not your guys' business, right? Like my bills ain't your business. None of that. So what I do in my budgeting journal is I will put goals. I will put when I get paid, what day I got paid, how much I got paid, because I also have to pay taxes because YouTube does not take taxes out, okay? So I have to pay taxes. I pay quarterly taxes. I need to keep track of if I paid it, how much I paid it, when I paid it, keep the receipts. I do that in its own journal, and I usually do the smaller one because it's not as much information. It's just me writing down numbers and me writing down, I spent X amount of dollars on yarn this month, and I spent it at Michael's. I spent it, and I keep track of everything I purchase for the channel, whether it be the price of building a desk for my office space, whether it be buying a new shelf to like, I keep track of everything that I spend for the business in my budget journal. Now, I don't know if this is going to be a budget journal or not, but that's why I have multiple journals. Or not journals. You know what I mean. Planners. Okay? This one is smaller, and I think this one was more expensive. So, no. This one was $7.99. This one was $6.99, which is an amazing deal for a planner. These little ones are like $25, and the big one, actually these might, I don't know how much these cost. I haven't bought one of these at Joann's. But like at Joann's, these small ones are like $25, and the big ones are between $30 and $40. I've seen them for $39.99 at Michael's. I would never pay $40 for a planner. Well, I did. The Disney one I just showed you a minute ago, I paid $40 for, but it's because it was really cute. Alright, this one says, never stop making wishes. And, I don't know. I don't know what this one's going to be. The inside looks the same. The dividers even look the same. So, this is just a smaller version of that with a different layout. So, the layout is just smaller versions. Like that had, it's just bigger. This is just a shrunk down version of that. So, we have that. And then I bought the stickers to go with the set because, I mean, I had to have them all. These were... Where are the stickers? $13. Like I said, these are normally like $20. So, not quite half off, but... And I don't understand why the planners were so highly discounted, but the stickers are not. Because people like stickers. That's what it is. People like stickers. And because they're constantly releasing new planners, I know people like me, especially, are like, oh, I gotta have the newest planner. Well, I don't do that. I wait till they go on clearance. I wait for a good sale. And then this is the notebook. This is just a fancy, it's a fancy notebook. See the good in every day is what it says right here, which you cannot see, but it's really pretty. And it's just a notebook. And it's got a couple divided pages with pretty notes. That way I can keep track of my notes. I use these specifically for when I'm writing down notes for the show. Like I call them show notes. I write down, like if I'm editing my video or if I just film the video, I write down, okay, I mentioned, and I put mentions on my paper, and I write down Sandy Crochet or Manfa Makes or whoever else I mention. I write that down so I remember to tag them. In this video, it will be Broski. So it will be Brittany Broski. I do need to write that down. Tag Broski. And then I will tag that. I will also put the Happy Planner in here too. I will tag that. I just keep track of show notes, what I talked about, what I need to put information, if I need to put any links in the description box, etc. And then I also use this when I am writing out a crochet pattern. So I will carry the pen and the pad, and I will, wherever I'm at to crochet, I will crochet and I will write little notes. And sometimes I scratch the notes off, like 4 pages worth of scratching it out because the pattern did not work out the way I wanted it to, or because I got the count wrong, or I did something. I will just write, and then my patterns end up in a book. That's not anything, like if I showed you the pattern, only I would understand it because I write in my own language. I don't write it like it's a proper crochet pattern. I write it in my own language. And sometimes I look back at them like, what was I saying? And then this is not a planner, but this is a big giant lined notebook. And again, it will be used for notes, show notes, patterns, whatever I want to put in here. I might even do some journaling in here. The reason I bought this one is because A, it was on clearance for $13.99, which I know is expensive for 60 pages in a notebook. It's a 60-page notebook. But you can refill these pages 100 times. And you're really paying for the quality of the cover and the discs. But I got it because it's got my favorite girl, Ursula, on there. I mean, do I look like her? Juju also dressed up as Cruella de Vil one year for Halloween. She was the cutest thing. She was like 4 years old. I painted one half of her head white and one half black. And I took her to the doctor a couple days later, and the doctor's like, what is this black stuff on her head? Because her hair was back to brown. But apparently I didn't scrub her scalp enough when I was washing her hair. And I laughed because the doctor was concerned, why is her scalp black? Like it's what is that word? Necro something, and it has died, you know? And she's like really concerned. I was like, oh no, it's just painting her hair from Halloween. Like I didn't wash it out properly apparently. And she just laughed. She's all okay. Because she's all like 4 years old when we did that. And I took what's really messed up, but what's hilarious is when I dressed her up as Cruella de Vil, I got the inspiration from, I went to, a lot of her costumes came from the thrift store. So I went to the thrift store and they had a puppy dog costume. And so it was a furry puppy dog costume. A Dalmatian, if you will. That I cut apart and turned into a coat. Which is evil when you think about it, because I literally did what Cruella could not accomplish. I turned the dog into a coat. And then I bought her a cute little red dress from the thrift store again. It was a ballet recital costume of some sort, but it was the cutest costume ever. And what's funny about that is, like, to this day, my daughter does not like Cruella de Vil because she's mean to the puppies, because my daughter is a huge dog lover. And her best friend in the whole world was a dog when she was a little girl. Like, she literally was raised with one dog until she was... See, he died when he was 15, so 2003. I'm going to say he probably died when she was 13, which devastated her. Devastated her. And even Scarlett has not filled the gap that is in her heart from poor Day Day. But, yeah. Funny. These pages are fantastic. Let's see. This one says, feeling fabulous. This one says, strong at heart for the evil queen. And then Ursula is in the back and it says, dare to begin. Isn't that beautiful? I love Ursula. I also have, I didn't show it to you, but it's over there with my other stickers. I have the villains, the sticker pack. I have the villain sticker pack. So, yeah. I got a lot. The prices, I know, for some, like $10 for a notebook is stupid. It's stupid. And if you think I agree that it's stupid to pay $10 for a notebook, but I also know that this at actual Walt Disney World is going to be like 30 bucks. And $10 to me is a bargain in Disney prices. So, I mean, there's no justification in it, but I justify it. A lot of this stuff is just meant for his classroom though. Like, most of this is just for his classroom. And to make sure that I am keeping track of everything, because there are very strict homeschool rules that I have to report back to the school at the end of the year, and if I decide to at the end of this year send him back to public school, I'm going to need records. I'm going to need grades and attendance proof and like a lot. So I need everything written down, and I need everything to be kept track of, and I need to keep track of what work he has done and all that stuff, because they also make us do standardized testing or to have all of the work he has done reviewed by a teacher with a master's degree at the end of the year. And because of that, I need to keep track of everything, which is why this was an investment towards the homeschooling situation. I have heard quite a few stories in Virginia particularly where kids are homeschooled for the year, and then when they try to send them back to public school, the school does not recognize the homeschool stuff because there's not enough proper like, what's it called? There's not enough proper record keeping, and so they hold the kid back. Can you imagine a child that's as smart as Lucas being held back, and he has ADHD and issues with, like, that would be torture. It would be absolute torture to him. So I'm going to make sure that all our T's are crossed, our I's are dotted, everything is punctuated, and yeah, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed this really weird non-crochet unboxing thing, but I wanted to show you, I wanted to talk to you. Some of you are really interested in the homeschooling thing, and I hope that you actually stayed with me through this and actually listened to this video. And even if you don't homeschool, like, there are other things you could use these for if you have a Disney obsession like I do. They have, like I said, they have Bridgerton stuff. They just released a new Beetlejuice box, and it took everything in me not to buy the expensive Beetlejuice box, because I bought the Lilo and Stitch box a while ago, which is still sitting on my desk. Because, ow. They have these happy boxes that they release periodically, and they're themed boxes. And they had Lilo and Stitch, so you knew I was buying it. Because, like, Stitch is my favorite character. Little man is Stitch, okay? He means well, he wants to be a good kid, but he just gets into trouble sometimes. Isn't this box amazing? So, I think I bought this one extra. Yeah. Did I buy this one extra? I might have bought this one extra. These are all just sticker books. And then we got, this is just Stitch, but this one is Lilo and Stitch, which is hard to find. Lilo and Stitch. And it has the discs with Stitch's head that you can change out, which I'm absolutely going to do, because this cute little pencil pouch. And then what's funny is I got this in the mail, and then some of you guys were sending me Stitch stuff to go with it, and so I've just kept it with the box. Because, you know, and it's got the cute page dividers that I showed you. And this is the bigger page divider. Extra paper. Ohana means family, and family means nobody gets left behind or forgotten. It's got the divided folder. And then this one's actually nicer than the other planners I showed you, because this is not plastic. This is like, I don't even know what it's made out. It feels like it's leather bound. So these are just heart glitter, but I'm going to replace those with the Stitch one. And this is so stinking cute. This sold out as soon as it was released. And last year they released I think they released a Stitch box last year. And I believe this one, yeah, this one's undated too. So, I mean, I have planners for the next 3 years. Love this one so much. Wild and free. But super, super cute. But this one doesn't have the plastic. It has what feels like faux leather. It just feels so nice. But I like this set so much, it has not come out of the box. And I've had this for like 2 months. Oh, but like I was saying, they release these boxes a lot. So they just released a Beetlejuice box, which is amazing. And they even put like Lilo and Stitch tissue paper in here, which made me so stinking happy. But they sell out so fast depending on the theme. And last year, it was around Juju's birthday because, in case you've never seen the movie, Stitch is Experiment 626. So on, I forgot to put this back in there. On 6/26, which is June 26th, they have 626 Day, and a lot of companies will release stuff with Stitch on it on 626. And I think that's when they release the Stitch boxes every year. And last year I wanted one so desperately, and I did not have the money because it's right around Juju's birthday, and it was, you know, graduation, and like I just was broke. And so this year I had the money, and I was like, I am buying myself a box. Like, I'm getting the box, and every time I see undated planners that are Disney themed and they're clearanced out, I buy them and stock up so that in the future, because I know being a mom and the schooling thing and the appointments is not going to stop for at least the next 8 years with my son. So I'm going to need a planner for the next 8 years to keep track of life. But I also don't see an end in future for my channel unless something drastic happens, which let's pray that it doesn't. I also really require the planners for keeping the channel and keeping myself on task. So, and then the whole budget thing, like Mr. Cinnamon is the one who helps me do my taxes. Like, he helps me figure that out because he is smarter than I am. And I openly have admitted this a lot. He has several college degrees. He's smarter than me. Math is not my strong suit as an adult. I did really great in high school with math. As an adult, my brain does not care about math. Like, it's one of those things that gets pushed away because I'm so focused on 800 other things. And that's the way an ADHD brain works. Like, so I rely heavily on him for that. And the best way that I can help him to help me with my finances and my taxes and budgeting and all that is I keep track of, he's like my office manager. Let's be real. He reads over my contracts with me because he knows a lot of law type stuff. He works with lawyers in his job frequently, and he works with, like, you know, so he always helps me go over all of that stuff. And to help him, help myself, help everybody with the budgeting thing, I keep track of everything in my budget journal. It is vital, and I don't recommend it to just people with a channel. If you have a job and you have bills to pay, I recommend having at least a notebook to keep track of what you're spending, where you're spending, how you're spending. Try to put something in savings. Even if it's $2 a month, that $2 should go in your savings account and not touch it. And then the next month when you get paid, or whenever, $2. It adds up. I'm telling you, you need to do it. Okay? Sacrifice that coffee, sacrifice a pack of cigarettes, whatever it is. Like, if you go out to eat, like, sacrifice just one thing a month and just put a little bit away, because there's gonna be emergencies that come up. There's gonna be something that you're like, crap, I have no money. And that's where your savings account is supposed to be taken care of. Dang, I had to go to the hospital this month. I need an extra $100. Savings account. My daughter, I have tried to teach her, because right now she doesn't have a whole lot of bills. I try to instill within her 25% of your paycheck should automatically go into savings. 25%. I know you ain't making a whole lot. And she was doing really good, but now she's got a boyfriend and she's like doing things. And so she's not saving at all. She's 19. Hopefully that is in her head though when she's on her own and she knows that I need to put something away for savings, because that has saved our butts several times, is me putting a chunk away every month when I get paid. And then something else I do that's for the channel is like I have affiliate money, and then I have like YouTube money. YouTube money is bills, okay? Affiliate money is going back into the channel, buying yarn, buying hooks, buying whatever I need for the tutorials, etc., etc. That's how I budget everything. And when I spend money, I keep the receipts. I put them in the little folders in the planner. I make sure I write it down. Like I spent $26 at Michael's today. I spent $48 at Premier. Like I write everything down so I can see where my money is at. So I'm not surprised. Like, why am I broke? Because you bought too much dang yarn. I write everything down. Is it easy? No. That's why we buy the pretty stuff, so we want to play with it, right? And then my reward at the end of the week, because during the week, I don't put stickers, I don't do nothing. When the week has been completed and I'm done with that week, I will decorate it with stickers. I will make the page pretty, and that's my reward for completing my tasks. I get to play with stickers. Another thing I will use stickers for is I have a ton of stickers thanks to you guys now. This is Happy Mail stickers for the most part, and there's probably 300 in here, possibly 500. And I use the Create Your Own Happiness. These stickers with the cheerful things, I use those when I know I'm having a hard week. If I'm particularly sick, if I'm in a lot of pain, if I have a really stressful week coming out, if I have a lot on my plate that week, I put those stickers in there so that like, hey, you're a queen, you can do this. You got this. Pull up your britches and let's do it. I put those stickers in there. And when I open my laptop even, there are 2 stickers in my laptop so that when I have a lot to do on my computer, I can see that you are valuable because who you are, not what you manage to accomplish. And you deserve kindness today, most especially from yourself. The first thing I see when I open my laptop. Because I struggle. I struggle with time management. I struggle with all of the crap that's on my plate. I struggle with being a mom to a special needs child. I struggle with all the pressure I put on myself for the channel. I struggle with time for myself and managing, taking care of everyone in the house. And I struggle with being a good, proper wife to my husband. And like, there's a lot. and if I don't write things down and I don't keep track, I will beat myself up. And if I don't put those stickers to encourage myself, I will beat myself up, because I also struggle with mental health. I have always struggled with mental health issues since I was 5 years old, and I had a very, actually no, it was 1.5, was the very traumatic event. But then 5 was the secondary one that backed up the first one. So I had 2 very traumatic events in my life before I was 5. And that pretty much has cemented mental health issues the rest of my life. I talk openly about it because there should not be a stigma behind mental health. Okay, there should not. Everybody has issues they need to work through. I don't care how perfect you think you are, I promise you have issues. You're probably a narcissist. If you think you're perfect, you're walking around thinking you're better than everybody, you're probably a narcissist. But it's okay. We all have problems. I suffer from depression and anxiety disorder, and I also have what is the word? I have ADHD. I also have my brain is saying superiority, and that is not it. I do not have a superiority complex. It's right there. Just give me a minute. I have problems with my memory, in case you can't tell. That's the ADHD thing, though, because my brain is trying to trail off in a different direction. Yeah, I cannot think of it. I cannot think of what it's called. It's when you're afraid that your successes or what you're good at is a front, and you're afraid people are going to see that you're really not perfect, and Imposter syndrome. Finally. I had to walk my brain through the whole thought. I have imposter syndrome. And what that means is you feel like imposter syndrome for the most part is you feel like an imposter. Like, why do all these, like, you guys have seen it on the channel a lot. Why do all these people like me? Like, I'm not that likable. My own family don't like me. Why do all these strangers like me? Like, if they knew the real me, would they really like me, or would they hate me like my family does? This is a constant thing. Like, my biggest fear in regards to the YouTube channel is that one day I'm going to say or do something that destroys my channel. That I'm so afraid that I'm going to screw everything up and fail at it, and you guys will all hate me. That is imposter syndrome. That's something I need to work through, and it's from childhood trauma. We know that that's what it's from, but it takes a lot of intensive treatment to be able to conquer some of these things that have been just melded into our brains. So, yeah. There, I taught you some things. I don't know what I taught you, but we're just rolling with the punches today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually had fun showing you my fun little happy planner stuff. I have been waiting and waiting for this box. I'm so super excited it's finally here, because I'm gonna have little man come help me carry this because it's heavy. I actually had to have him bring the box in for me because I can't lift all of these books at once. I'm still having a lot. You know what's crazy? I got a story for you guys. Yesterday, Sunday, I was feeling a little bit better, and my pain level went from about an 8 to a 2, and so I was like, I feel better, let's go out. And we went for a drive in the country, and Mr. Cinema's like, let's drive to Culpeper. For what? I have no idea. I'm like, I'm down, like, let's just get out of the house and get fresh air, right? We pull into a parking lot in Culpeper to go to a cheese shop, which they have really good cheese. It's on, I think, the main street in downtown Culpeper. It's a cheese shop. I don't know the name of it. If you live anywhere near Culpeper, Virginia, go check them out and tell them the purple-haired lady with gluten allergy sent you. They are so nice and helpful, and they will let you taste things before you buy it to make sure you actually like the cheese. He will recommend things to you if you say, hey, I like these kind of flavors. He's so nice, and he knows his cheese, okay? So go check him out if you're anywhere near Culpeper. I went to go get out of the car in Mr. Sinna's truck, right? Little man's on my side of the car, which normally he's not. He opens the back door, because we have a 4-door truck. He opens the back door, and I open my door and grab on, because his truck is really high off the ground, and I have to slide down out of it. And because I'm having so much weakness and issues with my muscles right now, I'm getting out of the car much careful. I don't want to fall out of the truck, right? So I grab the door frame and start to slide out of the car, and little man opens his car door and goes, I'm not getting out this side, there's a stick. And he slams the door on my fingers. Slams the door on my finger. Like, my fingers were encased in the door. I'm shocked they're not purple today. They are discolored slightly. Especially towards the tips. They are definitely, and they are swollen. And there is a line right here that I can barely see on the camera where this much of my finger was closed in the door. And I like panicked at first because why can't I move my hand? Because I didn't realize what had happened. I just knew he was panicking because there was a stick on the ground. He could not get out of the car. And I'm screaming, open the door, open the door, open the door. And he looks up, he goes, oh my, because he can't see the rest of my hand is inside the door. So now he's panicking. And I'm saying a few choice words because I'm in pain. I sat back down in the truck and I'm holding my hand and I cried. Not because I was in an exorbitant amount of pain. I cried because I'm finally starting to not have pain today. And now my hand just got slammed in the car door and it's throbbing. And I just started, today's the first day in over a week I did not have to take Motrin. And that's why I was crying. Because holy crap, I cannot catch a break. Cannot catch a break. And he's in the back seat. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry, Mom. And I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm steadily crying because I'm feeling sorry for myself, you know. Because it is really hard to deal with that level of pain for that many days in a row. It's hard. It's hard mentally. And, I mean, he didn't even break my longest nail, so I think we're okay. But, like, the tips of my fingers, hurt. They hurt. Like, the tips of my fingers are really swollen, and to put pressure on them hurts. But that's why we have Motrin right here. And hopefully it doesn't get any darker bruised than this line right here that is barely visible on camera. But yeah, I was like, and my fingernails are slightly discolored, but oh, and then I dropped a really heavy wrench on my big toe. Yeah, really, like, we were putting the bike together and I dropped a giant wrench. Just all of the weight of the wrench landed on my big toe and my toe was gushing blood. Like, God. Oh my God. But I got to ride my bike because I got my bike all the way put together. And I rode it to the corner. And I don't know if I told this story or not. I rode it to the corner and I came back. And I felt good, like I just rode my bike, right? It's all put together. It took 2 days, full days, and a lot of cussing at it because it was not, it was not working out. Me and Mr. Cinnamon were both ready to throw the bike in the garbage. Like, I do not recommend that bike unless you really know how to put bikes together. It was very complicated. And I felt good about myself. And so I had a chair at the end of the driveway. I got off my bike. I sat in the chair for a few minutes. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ride my bike up into the garage. The incline of my driveway is maybe 1%, maybe 5% at the most. Like, it's a very slow, it's a very shallow slope. And I'm like, I'm going to go ride my bike up into the garage. And I got on there and I'm pushing with everything I had. And at this moment, my body's like, you have no energy left. You rode to the corner. There is not enough strength in your legs to power the pedal up the driveway, which is barely an incline. And so I'm like, I hate my body so much. I just hate it. I'm so frustrated with the way it's acted. So, yeah. Anyway. I know I've read a few of the comments for Monday's video because I'm recording this yesterday. And a lot of you have suggested I get tested for fibromyalgia. And I'm already thinking that needs to have a serious conversation with the doctor because my mother was diagnosed with both fibromyalgia and lupus. And that has always been on my radar because, yeah. And I do recognize some of my symptoms as being one of those two. And, yeah. I don't want either of those diseases. I really don't. But at the same time, I also want an answer for why I feel so horrible. So, we'll see what happens. I have a Premier Yarns order out for delivery today. So when that arrives, I will record that video as well because I ordered some of the Spice Shop because it's so pretty. And we're going to show you that. And also, I have made, well, I'm working on a second, but I've made one project out of a super bulky yarn. And I'm working on a second project out of a super bulky yarn. And this is the Sweet Roll Bold. And because I'm making the two projects out of the really fat yarns, it's giving me ideas what to do with the Spice Shop. Oh, excuse me. And so I'm really excited to work with it. I think I ordered 5 or 6 colors. I think so. And so we're going to probably put all 5 or 6 colors in one project, especially after what I'm making right now. I'm like, oh, I love it so much. I cannot wait to show you guys. The heavy yarn is hurting my arms a little bit, but I'm trying to, like, I work a little bit on it, and I give myself a good rest. And I really should be resting my arms, but my brain is not letting me rest my arms, because if I sit still or I don't have something to keep my hands busy and keep my mind occupied, I start to have the bad negative thoughts, and I can't do that right now. And so I'm probably crocheting when I shouldn't crochet, but everything's going to be okay. It's going to work out. I'm trying to go easy on myself, but still do what I need to keep my mental health, you know? So with that, I'm going to let you guys go, because this has been way longer than I planned for the video to be. I'm going to go take my cool little school supplies and go show them to Lucas, because he's going to be excited to help organize some of the stuff for his classroom. I don't know if I told you guys, I did score a filing cabinet for $5.50, and it's as tall, it's about as tall as me. It's like 5.5 feet. I'm 5'9", so I can still look in the top drawer. The little man cannot. Like, he's got to reach way up like this, because he's about 5 feet even. He might be 5'1" now. But he cannot see into the top drawer. He has to go like this. It's funny. So anyway, with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.